fake orgasm. No, I think I'll just sit here and watch you bending over for a while. Sexpo.
What's coming up next for you?
Oh, could you see it from there? Oh dear. Nothing's a secret, is it? Seriously, Trace, I did nothing. You can call me K. Rudd. My friends call me. I have to wave at everyone because I'm so wonderful. My friends call me Mr. And you're watching, what am I watching?
SexyON TV.
You're watching, of course you're watching sex. In fact, Trace thinks I'm more than just sexy on TV. Which reminds me, I better phone on getting naughty thoughts. But having said that, I would like to say this. So what was your first, oh dear, it mustn't look that way. You know, you can get into so much trouble so quickly. I was with a young lady like yourself in there at the exposition. Good word, because it is. And I said to her, do you have a 457 visa? And she said, why, what's your name? I said, Kevin Rudd, R-U-D-D. And she said, well spotted, I only had the implants put in yesterday.
What's the most sensitive part of your body?
The most sensitive part of my body? My new age sensitive attitude. Because I'm a sensitive, new age kind of guy. I'm always told that I'm a very sensitive, loving, warm, wonderful, Messiah-like person. All of me is sensitive.
What does sexy mean to you?
What does sexy mean to me?
Yeah.
Well, we don't often talk about sexy. I think that those sorts of subjects should be kept to a very mature conversation with an aged church reverend and a young child.
Okay, well how about beauty? What's your perception of beauty?
Beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I came up with that phrase and I'm taking the credit for it. And
Be female for a day. How would you spend that?
I'd spend.
You'd spend?
Well, what am I talking about? I spend now.
I bet
In
you
fact,
do.
I've just spent the next 20 years. Yes, I'm wonderful. The next 20 years of your incomes, not mine. I'm sweet. So I just spend. That would be what I do, spend.
Spend. Do you sleep
About the same as now, pardon? Sorry.
That's
sorry.
all right.
I'm very good at that. I say sorry a lot.
Oh, no, yeah.
In fact, we have the sorriest government in Australia's history. And for that, I make no apologies.
Do you sleep in pyjamas, lingerie or nude?
The bed.
Any fantasies you still have?
Yes. I have this fantasy that I could win the election. I shouldn't say election. Every time I do that, Chinese people come out and look at me.
Well, thank you for sharing some interesting insights into K. Rudd.
Are you from New Zealand?
Yes, I am.
I picked the accent. These are the boat people we should really be with. They should send them back to their country until they can learn to speak English.
I've been here over 10 years.
Have you got your 457 visa?
What's that?
See? I know what to do with boat people. Send them back to Rakanui.
It's like a million of us here.
I know. Could cost me the election, that.
But we don't get to vote.
How do you explain that?
Or maybe you change the
You are
laws
blonde.
to say
That's
that
all
we...
right. Go on.
You know what's coming up next for you? No pun intended.
No pun intended. Okay. That's a good question. And I think the question should be, though, when's the election? And basically, I'm just going to call it on the fly. I like to call things on the fly. That's why I end up saying, let's zip it.
Let's zip it.
Because I call things on the fly. You have to explain everything on this. What's the channel called?
SexyON TV.
You're from New Zealand, so it's obviously Sexy on TV. Here we go. She's from New Zealand.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.